Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I'm here to show you these lovely hidden paper clips. These came about, I was watching YouTube one morning, and you know, on your YouTube feed just random videos come up, and I'm not sure how long ago, I think it was quite a while, and a lady was making these lovely little decorated paper clips, and she said they were from a kit by Tracy Fox. So I immediately went over to Tracy's shop and purchased them, and it was a kit. They're called Paperclip Slips, and you get 6 to a sheet, 6 sets, and there's different designs. I think, yeah, that's one design, and then there's another one there. And then you get some little tiny ephemera pieces as well. So I took these to my junk journal class last week and the ladies loved them, but I also thought I could make my own as well. So what I did do was cut out a template, and that's one size, and then I did a slightly smaller one, just slightly smaller. So you can always cut round your favourite papers or any papers that you want to use. But also I made some bigger ones, and I used a tab for the end. So these are Tracy's Paperclip Slips. I've put dangles on some of them, those, and then I made some with the template, like this size, and again I put a dangle on that one. These are from Tracy as well. Then I decided to use some offcuts of card that I had in my file, in my wallet, and make some wider ones, and they've turned out pretty good, and they can go on the side of a page or on the top of a page. And this is some of the ephemera from Tracy's sheet. So I thought I would show you the ones from Tracy first. So I've cut 2 sets out there, like so. And Tracy did do a video because I immediately went on and searched the videos to see if she'd done one, and she does. So just let me get my glue ready as well. Right, so you cut them out from this sheet. So there's 2 pieces there, okay? And then you don't cut round. You can do if you want to, but what Tracy did, and I think is the easiest way, is you just fold them in half, match the edges up there, give it a good fold on both pieces. I'll just do one with you, and then get your corner rounder, and I'm going to use the smallest round, and just round off those corners. On both pieces. Like I say, you can do it with your scissors if you want to. Right, I've got the fan on at the side of me, that's why my sheet is blowing around. Then if you want to, you can ink, just to make the edges stand out a wee bit. Then, the way I did them, I put a bead of glue on the shortest side, just down the edge and across the bottom. You don't want a thick bead because you need to be able to slide your paper clip inside this. Going to create a pocket. So that's that one, and again on the shorter side, just along the edge and across the bottom. Like so. Then you get a paper clip. I'm using the bigger paper clips. These are about 2 inches, which is about 5 centimeters. Then you use the taller of the two and slide the longer piece of the paper clip in, like so. Slide it right down, try and keep it in the middle. It would work with the normal size paper clips as well. Then you want to get into that pocket with this prong of the paper clip, this one. You see, I'm just bending this back a little bit to get into that pocket so that the paper clip slides into that one as well. See, it's sliding up a little bit. I'm just holding it down with my finger and sliding the paper clip slip so that these two edges are even. Okay, and it all sort of lines up, and then I'm going to put glue on there. Now if you're going to put a dangle, what I like to do, if you're going to put an eyelet in, I put a little punch circle just to give that paper a little bit more strength. So I'm going to glue that in. So put that in between there, and then put some glue on this piece and glue it, stick them together like so. Any seepage that comes out. So that is how you do them, and then that will slide onto your page like so. So you'll have your little overhang. Then you can use your crocodile or your hole punch and put a little hole in there and set an eyelet in. Okay, like so. I'm not going to bother putting a dangle in at the moment, or an eyelet. So that's that one from the kit. Okay, so on the ones where you can make yourself, you need 2 pieces of card. There's no specific width or length, but you need one to be a little bit shorter than the other one. So I'm just going to cut off about 1 inch of that, like so. Okay, then just fold them, leave about 1 centimetre or 1/2 inch and fold it. Let me find my bone folder. And the same with this one, about 1/2 inch or 1 centimetre. Can't see that very well there, see. Okay, and crease that one. And at this point you can round your corners. I'm going to use the second to largest rounder, seeing as this is a bit bigger. So this is one way too of using all your odd strips of card or a good weight of paper. Get rid of those bits. So you've got your 2 pieces like so. Okay, now the glue, because these aren't folded at the side, they're folded at the bottom, we're going to put glue down the 2 sides to make it into a pocket. Okay, in fact I think I like actually that design on the outside, so I'm going to fold that the other way and put glue down the sides. So you're making a pocket. And the same with this one. I'm going to fold it back that way because I prefer this design on the card. This is like scrapbook card. I think it's about, I don't know, 160, 180 GSM. It's quite a good weight. So that's made the 2 little pockets there. So I'm taking my paper clip, using the longest part of it and sliding it into this one like so. Should have let that glue dry for a little bit longer, and then slide this part of the paper clip down there like so. bear with me. That's going on now. So I'm bringing it up so that the top edges meet. Just got a bit of glue seepage at the sides there. Okay. Then we're going to glue these two together, and because this is a good weight card, I'm not going to put a little circle of card in. I'm just going to glue these together. Okay. Oh, we have got some seepage there. Let me wipe that away. There we go. Just turn this over because I've got a bit of glue on there. So that's nicely glued down. Do to dry a little bit more. This is collal glue and it does tend to take a little while to glue. Now I've already got some tabs punched out. This is using a tab punch. If you don't have one of those, you can always make your own tabs with a circle and just snip the edges off. So I'm putting glue on that. I've already inked round it. And that can be glued on like so. So I will put an eyelet in that one, if I can find my little box of eyelets. And we're using the wider ones, or thicker ones rather. So I need the bigger hole of my crocodile. Set that, eyeball it in the middle roughly. And then set that in. I don't know if you find, but some eyelets don't bend in. See, that's not bent in and set terribly well. Maybe it's because I don't have enough strength in my hands these days. That one's gone a bit better. So that's ready for it to be decorated, obviously, and to have a dangle put through there. So do leave me a comment, tell me what you think of making your own, but I would advise you to pop over to Tracy's shop as well to have a look at these if you did want to buy the kit. And that one I've bent the paper clip, so I'm going to have to destroy that sadly because I've bent the paper clip so it doesn't actually go together. That was me messing about this morning trying to put this piece of ephemera on. Sadly, never mind, we all make little mistakes sometime. So there we go, aren't they lovely? So that's adding to my stash of my hidden paper clips, and I thought it was a great idea of Tracy's to bring this kit out, and I love it. So thanks for joining me today, and I'd love you to be a subscriber. I'd love you to leave me a comment, and I'll put the links below in the description box, and I'll see you next week. Bye.